Hello YouTube fans, here again, and I figured I'm talking a bit about Sylvester Stallone, why not this one? That being Nighthawks. Now after the success of the original and the second Rocky film and Sylvester Stallone directing the second Rocky film, Sylvester Stallone started a little bit more into directing as well as acting. And he didn't want to be typecasted as just Rocky all the time. He wanted to do other things as well. I mean, he died with Paradise Sada, wasn't that successful. Started with Fist, it then didn't hit a fist. So he decided to do this one. Some people say an action film. It does have some action in it, but if you're going into really good action, you think of First Blood, you think of the Rambos, you think of Cobra, you think of his other films more than you think of this. This I would say is a good thriller. I say it's more of a thriller than an action film. That being Nighthawk. Now, Nighthawk is a 1981 film. Sylvester Stallone starred in it and he also directed it, which also starred the late Woody Allen, may he rest. I actually like Woody Allen. He's one of them actors I feel he could play a really good villain and he can also play a really good guy as well. And in this, he really does play a really good villain. He's one of them villains you like to party with him, but you also hate him at the same time. He's like a villain who likes the nightlife, likes beautiful toes, likes beautiful women, but he would kill you, then look at you. And he's a terrorist, so he's definitely got a nice personality. So I do like the music. It plays mostly through. It goes. I'm not going to do the rest. It's like, sort of an 80s disco sort of music. And the thing was with this is Si did actually delete and cut a lot out, and there was one scene nearly at the end what was definitely censored from the MPA, which I'll get to when I get to that. And basically, he's a cop and he's been sent to go after a terrorist, obviously paid by Wood and go Nighthawk. Go right and wonder that. No, the Wolf. That's it. The Wolf. Go right and wonder his name. And so they're going after him, and he's killed this dude. He's already killed one of his own people, so he's basically on the road. He has a facelift and everything. And straight on the back, you know, he's not a nice character. You know what I mean? He's setting his dirt up. He's put a bomb in the shop. He blows the shop up. So that Wolftard, that's his name is Wolftard, Wolf Art, whatever. Yeah, Wolftard. But I never did understand why the film was called Night Art. Yeah, his character name, who Wood was playing, is Wolftard. And you got one woman you think seen her before, think of Star Trek, the motion picture, the one that played Peter. She's also with Wood He also plays a good villain in this. So, like I say, he's going to all these nightclubs, and it's quite interesting to see what the nightclubs, the distos, and all that were like in the early 80s. It definitely summed up what it was like in that era. And this is a bit where I would have to insult Sylvester Stallone because he does a dickhead move. He knows it's him, man, and he's staring Woodard Hour out as Rutard, proper staring him out, which he does is going to make him paranoid. What does he do? Instead of just throwing the bouncers, the doorman, the one that's running the club, to shut all doors, make sure nobody leaves, call for backup, which would have been a smart thing to do. No, no, no. What he does is he shouts out, Wolfguard! Naturally, it's going to panic him, so he pulls the gun out, he shoots that side, misses him at all, so it will be the end of the fucking film, and he's chasing after him. And you do get one actor, you think you've seen him before, he was the one that played in Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and he also played Star Wars Return of the Jedi. In this, he gets slashed across the face, and he gets away being Wolftard. I always think though at that bit his mate was a bit of a dick because his dad had saved his life, but his mate turns round when he's visiting him in hospital and he says, "You should have got that hit. Should have got that hit." Because I thought he had this woman as an hostage and Si could have got a lucky hit, but he weren't going to risk this woman's life. And all the way through, you've got this other guy, and he wants him to be the best. He wants Si to be the best. I do know Sylvester Stallone to a big knock-off beard for the role. People make fun of it, but it was that era. I mean, that era. And it was good to see Si in this. It was like a different role for him, and so on. And the other bit that pissed me off, Sylvester Stallone, I'm speaking ill of him, is he cut loads of scenes out with Woodard Hour, and I felt sorry for Woodard Hour because Woodard Hour, when he was making this film, had a really shitty time. He lost his mum, he lost his best friend, and in fact, I said a kick in the nuts. Sylvester Stallone cut and deleted bit his chunk of Woodard Hour scenes out because he didn't want to get another film. It was going to be a bomb because a lot of people at that time looked at Sylvester Stallone as Rocker. And it was funny because this film didn't go anywhere. But it's now, it's a total hit. People remember it now, Nighthawks. It's very popular now. It's like most films. But we're not number ones. Like off. Wasn't big hits. As years go on, they become total classics like Blade Runner, with fun enough had Woodard Hour. And other films become total classics, but wasn't big in their era when it come out. So he never got anywhere, even though Cy directed this, and you can see he's putting his work into it. And all the way through the film, he's trying to get Woodard Hour. There's a bit where he's holding people, pissing her on one of those things that move around, the totes. And he even shoots a woman in cold blood, where he shows he's a character you don't want to mess with. And Cy gets a lucky break. Like I said, the captain gets killed by the woman who we all know as Caesar, and she gets killed halfway through the film, and Woodard Hour escapes. Now I want to get to the bit what the MPA ruined, because I'll spoil it. It's a film from 1981. You've never seen Nighthawks? Check it out. It's a classic. So what happens is, what Sly used to do is he used to be an undercover cop. He used to put on disguises. Even in the opening, he disguises himself as a woman. So that's what he does. Disguises himself as his girlfriend, wig on and everything. Some people make fun of it now, but to me, it's Sly doing his job as an undercover cop. So Woodard Hour breaks him. Thinks he's going to stab his girlfriend. He turns round. It's Sylvester Stallone. He pulls the wig off, he gets it done, and he shoots Woodard Hour. But if you notice in the film, he's got like 3, 4, 5 bullet holes in him, but then he only shoots him twice and he's dead. That's because the MPA cut the scene down a bit. There's apparently in the film, before it was timmed down, apparently I think Sylvester Stallone, that's the character, shoots Wolftard about 6, 7, about 10 times. We'll shoot him even more than that. But God knows how many bullet holes in him. But because of that error, they felt it was too violent, they felt it was too vicious, so they timmed it down. Which you can definitely see it was timmed, because he's supposed to shoot him twice when you see it in the film. If you look at the fake blood all over Woodard Hour, got like fucking 10 or 8 bullet wounds in him. I do believe there was a version that someone's got with that scene in it, added in. Whether that's true or not, it's a different story. But it ends anyway. Woodard Hour's dead. Side shouts is down, and then you got the end tickets, end of film. But I didn't mind that at all. Apart from the ending, I've just felt the MPA ruined it, because you can definitely see it's been timmed down. It's still not a bad film. If you like to see Woodard Hour really do a good performance as a villain, you love to party but also love to hate, you can't go on with this. This demonstrates shows the talents of Woodard Hour and what he went through. There's times I like Sylvester Stallone and respect him, but there's times I hate what he did there. You know what I mean? I always say that because Woodard Hour, as you know, is no longer with us. And I'm kind of curious what those scenes were, what was deleted with Woodard Hour in it, because out of respect, I think this should be sold, but whether they'll see the light of day, whether they will ever see the original ending, if it's not now a ray of the mist, is a different story. But I didn't mind Nighthawks. I thought, I mean, it's a straightforward story. If you're going into it for an action like you do in his later films, the Sylvester Stallone, it's not that type of film. There's some action in it, but it's not going to be bang bang and explosions and any of that. You're not seeing that sort of film. It's more of a thriller. It's a damn good performance by Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, it didn't get anywhere when it came out, because, you know what I mean, Sylvester Stallone, people just looked at him as Rocky. But I do think it's a good film, and for that, a 5-star rating for me. But into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.